highway, which is right over there.
Oh, okay.
We're kind of running parallel now. Driver's license. How long do you have to wait?
It's the soonest appointment, so I think I'm the 26th going in to do behind the wheel test. So yeah. I mean, this is the second time I had my permit. First time, nothing happened. It was just I waited too long and it expired. So, but it's not like I don't know, broke the law and, I don't know, got it taken away.
Yeah, I got my license in California when I was 14 years old.
Sacramento?
Pardon?
Sacramento?
San Bernardino. Yeah. Actually, you know where Green Valley Lake is?
I've heard of it, but I don't.
Big Bear, Lake Arrow.
Okay.
Yeah, it's halfway in between.
Okay, yeah.
Lake out in the middle of nowhere out there. That's where I lived when I was a kid.
Okay.
And my parents, we got a driver's license for work because I had to drive an ice truck.
Yeah.
And so at 14, I got a work driver's license. They should have never given it to me. I was certainly not responsible enough to be driving. All I knew was the faster I drove, the sooner I got home and I could screw off. So I did.
The faster I did this, the more money I made, the faster I was done.
Yeah. Probably not, in retrospect, probably not the best plan. Now there's a river again. And there's a little dam right here.
Lines all around.
Yeah. Actually, it goes pretty straight. We wind all around.
Okay.
In this area, although you get south of here, the river's like a huge snake trail. It's oxbow stuff. Have you ever heard of that big meadows it goes through?
Yeah.
And it goes this way and that way and this way. Now you see it gets a little bit bigger up in here.
Okay. Is this where they start draining it off a little bit?
Yeah,
or siphoning
yeah,
it?
the diversion dam right there. That takes a bunch of it. Not very deep out there. Then there's like 3 diversion dams here in town. One takes out Tumalo, that takes irrigation district. Another one takes out Arnold. 4 actually, Swally, and then whichever one, COI, Central Oregon Irrigation District.
Okay.
So they take a lot of water out right here. Right along this stretch, I should say.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened to those old ladies where they went.
Do they know where Red Robin is?
Oh, yes. It's in what's called the Old Mill District, right down on the river.
Okay.
Old Town Bend.
How did it get the name Bend? Do you know?
Well, there's a whole lot of different stories. It was at one time known as Farewell Bend, and I've heard a bunch of stories, but it was just 2 different outfits named Farewell and Bend. And so they dropped the Farewell and ended up being Bend. It was a logging town. When we moved here ourselves, it was still a logging town. There wasn't all this tourist stuff, or any tourist stuff that we think of. And we still have, we're getting ready to go to the Old Mill District. It was still a huge, big lumber mill in there. And just a few years before, they'd shut down another huge one on the other side. They came along and they had the spotted owl thing, which they had to save the spotted owl, which turned out to be bad science. Well, everybody knew that except for the government. They had their scheme. But anyway, won't get into that one. But at any rate, that shut all the mills down and just dried up a bunch of towns around here. Well, luckily, Bend had about 4 mills in it, but they kind of got started on being tourists, so it saved them. But like Redmond, it had 6 mills, only one of them's left.
Okay.
Prineville over here had like 4 big mills, richest city in Oregon. Now it's the poorest city in Oregon.
Oh, wow.
because we were going to save the spotted owl, which the problem wasn't the cutting the forest anyway.
Yeah.
We get a lot of that. Here's real. Everybody's in Bend at least and the state is real. What can you say? Well, they're preservationists, not environmentalists, but they call themselves environmentalists. So it's save everything. We don't want to see anything change. Change is bad.
Yeah.
Which is what is at the root of most environmentalists. You don't want to get me started on that. I'm not pro those guys.
I don't tend to see anything as bad or good until I have more information. So when someone just starts talking to me and they voice their opinion, well, it's giving me more opinion or it's giving me their point of view. So I find everything useful and...
So how do you like that paddleboard? Oh, fancy one.
Oh, that's a paddleboard?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought that was...
Stand up.
Huh.
Pretty sure.
Yeah.
Looks like it is.
It's too thin to be a kayak.
Oh, yeah.
Unless it's a sit-on. But I don't... Even then, those are thicker, but...
So this is Old Town Bend.
Okay. Similar to Old Town Temecula in style.
Yeah.
It's a little bit more stucco than Old Town Temecula, I think. But...
And we moved here. This was the town. This street and the next street up. And now it's kind of just tourist trap.
Yeah.
I thought that was your grandma right there. Almost looked like her, except she's taller.
They're going to be in Red Robin ordering already? Oh, hey.
If they go on the highway, they will be. Yeah, if they followed me, they won't. But I kind of like taking the scenic route. Yeah. So then, on the other side of this stuff is the river. It's all a park in the river. Yeah, so it's kind of like, little towns that you see that are on the East Coast and pictures of,
Yeah.
That's what cooks here.
Okay.
You guys are getting the 10-cent tour. So there's a river again. So when people go paddling, a lot of times they take out here.
Okay.
You don't want to step out here. There's about 10 foot of mud out there.
So, in California, you kind of need permits and everything to go do stuff like that. Just grab a kayak and go get on water. There's really like no limitation to just go have fun.
Yeah, don't kill yourself. Well, you can even kill yourself, but the surface they don't like you jumping off the bridges. They're having a big deal right now because everybody goes crazy. We're going to go across the river here in just a minute again, and there's another bridge down here, Portland Bridge, that we didn't go across. That they'll jump off of, and I think they were jumping off of this one for a while and getting in trouble here in Galveston. But this is them taking out. This is a takeout point. And so I don't know. Oops, I don't want to get over there. Your grandmother will, if she takes you and dumps you off, there's like a bus that runs you back and forth if you pay for it from way upriver. And you come down here and get it. It's kind of a fun thing to do. You see them all drifting down through here and see all the people up in there drifting.
Okay.
Is the river pretty deep, or is it kind of...
It can be. It just depends. It's
areas.
really weird, and you got to be really careful. It's one of those things you don't really want to get out and try to get down to the bottom because there can be a lot of brush and stuff that you don't see and logs
you can get
stuff.
caught on it or something.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah. You don't want to do that. That can be dangerous.
Yeah.
Then we have a huge craft beer business here. We have like 25 or 30 breweries.
Wow.
They're everywhere. Huge, big ones and little ones.
Not too useful for us, but
No, but it's
good knowledge for the future.
You got it. You know, the thing is, you're not getting younger.
That we know of.
Well, if you are, we need to know about it.
Government
Now, my
needs to
argument-
dissect you.
Yeah, you get younger, have fun, government. They're gonna dissect you.
Yeah.
Roundabout.
That's all. We have tons of them.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. We don't have, by and large, we don't have traffic signals in anything that's a little bit newer where they can put a roundabout. We got these roundabouts.
Roundabouts, in my experience, they seem to keep traffic flowing, at least, whereas a stoplight, it's you stop and then you go. So it's somewhat nicer. Even if you're not moving as fast as you would at a stoplight, you're still moving.
Yeah.
So,
Well, what happens with the roundabouts, though, is if you get too much traffic, which is what we'll get, then it just all stops. Hardly
okay.
anybody goes anywhere. It just like backs up.
see, in the wine country,
Right.
and
put that one
Temecula,
up
they
there.
have one in there. I've always wanted to, like, just to mess with people, get like big trucks or like an RV or something, and just get like 4 friends and just keep doing loops around the roundabout.
You'll be popular as hell.
Just block up the entire roundabout or whatever, and just to mess with people. But
You know, your grandmother told you we used to live in Temecula, right?
Yeah.
Okay. This is the thing you gotta watch out for those roundabouts. You never know who's gonna go what way.
What made you move out here to Oregon?
is there a reason why you moved out to Oregon, or?
You know, initially we moved to Oregon because we lived in Apple Valley, you know, up in the high desert.
Okay.
And we had a ranch there. We had a place in Park City, Utah, and we had a place here.
Okay.
And way too many places. So the whole thing got to be, hey, we're going to put them up for sale, and whichever one's the last one last one standing, that's where we're going to move. We ended up moving here.
Okay.
Here's one of the raft tour companies. This is the one your grandmother went with. And then we always did business in California still, because here it's a little dicey for business here. It's different today, but when we first moved here, it was a real good old boys thing. It still is by and large.
Yeah.
But man, it would just kill you to try to do business here.
Okay.
And we had a pretty well established business in California. So I lived here, and I had an airplane and just flew back and forth every week.
Do you have a pilot's license, or?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
I didn't fly myself, I had a pilot.
Okay. I've always kind of wanted to be a pilot, but I'm colorblind, so that option's gone. So, yeah, you can't be a pilot, or at least a commercial pilot. I could be a private pilot,
Yeah.
but it's gonna be like someone who can see all the colors.
So now we're right down the river's right off the side here again.
Okay.
Look at they show you all this river, because this is where they start floating. So if you guys decide you're bored someday, you can get, grandmother to come down here and take you,
Okay.
or I'll bring you over.
That'd be nice.
Dump you off with your cell phone in a bag and call when you're done. I'll come get you.
Okay.
And I don't know, we used to have a dam down here. There's a bridge down here. We may or may not be able to see it when we come down here. But there's a dam at it, and they're taking the dam out and they're putting it 3 different ways so you can drift through. Now you got to walk around because of the dam. But they're, and I don't know if they got it open yet, part of it, but that's going to be cool because you can drift and not even come out of the water. But they have rentals right here is where they rent, where you put in at.
Okay.
And then you start drifting, you go clear down to town and they'll, I think, shuttle you back and forth. So these shuttles up here, these people are getting off.
Okay.
They're getting shuttled back and forth.
That's cool. People with like just inflatable mattresses, anything
goes. It's not like you're going to have some big, rapid you're going through.
Oh yeah.
people don't get too carried. See, this is, I think, in Park and Rec's bus, Central Oregon Intergovernmental. Yes, they just bring you back and forth. You put back in, walk up here. They go back down where we're at before. They pick you up, and bring you back again. I think you get an all-day pass, and you just come and drift and enjoy yourself.
Cool.
So now this used to all be milling here. This is the old mill district.
Okay.
We're ready
So
to
would
Red
they-
Robin right there.
Would they float logs down this river, or?
This used to be, they used to let the logs just sit in here. They dump them in up here about a half-mile away,
Okay.
and they sit in the river and stay wet. And the
Okay.
mill was down here. There's a mill on each side, both where we've been driving down both sides
Yeah.
of the river here since we left town. Those are huge big mills in there. And
Okay.
yeah. So then the chimneys left in the old power plant for the mill that was on this side. And like I said, when I moved here, this is all still mill.
It was all still running.
Yeah, it was all still
Okay.
running. Yeah. That was 25 years ago. So then there's the theater.
Okay.
Yeah, don't worry, guys. I'm a tourist. If you're a tourist, you can do whatever you want, by the way. You can drive however you want, do what I just did there. But if you weren't a tourist, you'd be in trouble. That's it, guys. We're there.
How can they tell?